Okay, here we are back in the Escapists, and it's time to start doing things. I'm going to be teaching you about crafting this time, and the first thing we need is the cup of molten chocolate. In the previous video, I showed you how to make the putty, and you can also see the collection of items I have up here, and we also need the plastic. So it's time to find Officer Rich and give him a little surprise. So I already went ahead and found out which cop has what key, and it's Rich that has the red key in this game. It's randomly generated at the beginning of each game you play. Once one guard has it, they'll always have it. And right now, we just gotta find him. That's saying. These three guards I think will always have a key themselves. They have purple, yellow, and orange, I believe. And I don't know where Officer Ethan is with the green key. There's Officer Rich. So here's the red key, and I'm also going to take his stuff just because. So we need to open the crafting menu real fast, and we are going to combine the red key with the wad of putty to make a mold. Now you combine the mold with plastic. Okay, I don't have enough intelligence. I kind of let that slip. And we're going to give him back the red key so that he doesn't immediately go into alarm. And I'm going to drop all this stuff up here real fast, and now we need to get to breakfast before we get our beating, which we may still get. Yeah, and there they go. So I'm going to see if I can just outlast their heat. If you get sent to the infirmary, you do get fined, so it's not ideal. And just like that, we dodge the heat. So we have to go back to the metal shop. We still have to keep up our routine, appearances, etc., and damn it. Looks like there's an angry cop after me. But the other thing of note that I took from him was his uniform, so I can disguise myself as a guard when the time comes while I'm making my escape. And once I finish this, I am going to start working back up my intelligence so we can go back to crafting. Actually, I might be able to make the item I need first. I need the duct tape and the foil. And it's best if I can do this while the shop is still open. So we have to combine these before going through the contraband detector, and this will make a contraband pouch. So right there we lost a fifth of its integrity. We're going to lose more of it right here, and we can stock up on sheet metal for our crafting. It's down to 40%, and right now it's pretty much finished. But we got 5 pieces of sheet metal which we can use for our crafting recipes. So I'm going to go ahead and put that up here in my stash. Then I need to go down and work my intelligence. So I still have extra putty and stuff in case I want to make more keys, but it's just optional. And I left all the recipes intact to show you guys as I'm crafting up there what exactly you can find. I think the ones up there tend to be better than the normal ones you come across, but I can't really confirm that. And my intelligence is down to 66. You can see that I put a lot of points into strength so I can just beat whoever's in my way, etc., etc. And another roll call, I believe. Yes. I didn't actually get the intel off that, but once again we have to keep up appearances. I might be able to buy a couple items here. Foil, I don't need any more of that. We just picked up all the sheet metal we need. Joseph and Sebastian are getting searched. We're not going to be using rope for what we're doing, and we don't need that crafting notes. Step ladder's also not needed. And they want me to pick fights with the guards. I actually could do that since I have enough strength, and I could just hit them with a chocolate for an instant knockout. Baton, we have one of those, so nothing we need. As soon as the roll call is finished, then it's crafting time. to 70 intel and then into the vents. Oh, I'm at 80. Okay, I'll take it. Now let's go up. So we need our mold, we need our plastic, and now we can combine these to make our plastic key. And I'm going to go ahead and put that over here with my escape items. I have a disguise already, I have the screwdriver, now I have the key. I actually want the key over here. I have the chocolate that I need, and now I have to make some tools. Sheet metal, duct tape. Okay. First, you take your file and your timber to make a tool handle. We're going to use sheet metal duct tape with our tool handle to make a shovel. Now I need another piece of sheet metal. Now we put this flimsy shovel together with those to give you a lightweight shovel. Sheet of metal with the duct tape. And we now have a sturdy shovel so we can dig our way out. And we're almost good to go within day 10. And I can go around and pick up those recipes if you want to see them. First one. Entrance key mold. So it's just the entrance key, that's the purple key. Basically something I've already shown you. Learning about the glass shard and the cooked food. I don't know if you can cook food in the kitchen or not. I picked that up off a prisoner I knocked out. And here's the only other recipe I can pull for you guys. Tool handle, which I just showed you. So, I think we're actually good to try to escape in the morning, so this may be even shorter than I thought. Another warden, Jim Sterling. I don't know if that's supposed to be the obnoxious British guy or what, but just gonna keep up our appearances, and tomorrow could be the big day, day 8. Looks like I'm gonna have a lot more than I actually needed, but better to have more than less. So I'm just killing time here. We have to burn the rest of the day, and maybe we can get out tomorrow. There is quite a bit of luck involved in the escape. I'll point it out when we get to it, but I definitely recommend saving once you have everything you need first, just because the RNG can screw you over. So, oh yeah, one other thing that I made that I didn't show you guys is I made a super sock mace. Well, to make that, it's just a sock and a battery. It's a level 3 weapon, just like the baton. I don't know if there are any level 5 weapons or anything like that. I don't really care to deal with the weapons. If you need a really cheap and easy weapon to get, you can make the razor comb or something like that. It's just the razor blade and the comb put together. It's decent, it's easy to find. Might be able to help you get by. And I should also point out I let my speed completely atrophy because I don't need it anymore. So, will we be getting out within 8 days? That is the question. 10 seconds. 5. And now we're able to just do whatever the hell we want. I'm gonna see if anyone has anything that I actually want to buy, maybe. You know what? I'll pick a fight just to show you guys the combat system. Hit spacebar, turns your cursor red, click on the guy you want, and then you just sit there and trade with them. And the cop is there. When they're knocked out, you're free to raid them for whatever you can get. It does upset the cops slightly, and I was wondering if you could use the medicine on yourself for health, but it looks like no. But in a second he's just going to give up, and then we're free to do whatever we want. And our health is too low to allow us to just go pick another fight. It will regen over time, so there's always that option. but another file if we need it, foil for a contraband bag, talcum powder for making putty, etc. Now you should know how important each item is, and the molten chocolate is if you want to knock out more guys without developing your strength stat like I did. It's basically a cheap, easy way if you have enough intellect. I think I said in the previous part I wasn't going to try to be violent, it's just I had to kill time and I was getting bored. So, flashlight, not worth the hassle at this point. You could pick it up off someone you knock out, or you could buy it. You have a couple different ways of getting it. Distract the guards at morning roll call. No, I have better plans for the morning. So, you know what, I'm just gonna skip to the next day. I'll see. Okay, here we are on what I hope to be the final day. So, I'm going to start making my preparations. I have to loosen the vent over there, which is why I have the screwdriver up there if you saw. And we just have to keep up the routine and then slip out. Cell search, Clark and Walt. And if you're worried about a cell search, I don't think I mentioned this before, as long as you don't have anything in your desk, I don't think they'll notice any holes in the floor that are covered by your desk or the open vent, as long as you're not in your cell. So if they say they're searching your cell and you know your desk is clean, just stay away. Otherwise they will jack your contraband, etc., etc. And cement. More duct tape. The crowbar is actually decent if you want to make a pickaxe. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. I don't remember how much duct tape I had. I don't know, I have money to burn. So I do have to drop those off in my cell before I actually go to my job, because we have to keep up appearances one last time. And I should also explain that this wasn't intended to be a speed run, it's just I probably actually could have gotten out sooner. It's just you need certain things, and once those things pop, you're free to go. Of course, one of the things is actually knowing what to look for, because you could end up passing up some valuable items if you're not actually watching out. Anyway, to the metal shop. I think if you miss work, they'll come looking for you, but other than your last day, you shouldn't really miss work anyway, because you generally need the money. And our final 2 license plates. So we need to start loosening that vent, and I can try to put together the pickaxe. Actually, I need the stuff I just bought. Okay, I don't have a file, so that actually shot that plan right there. Yes, you do need a file to make your tool handle, so let's just loosen this vent. I'm not going to open it all the way, but I'm getting it down to where I only need 1. That does generate fatigue for doing so, so I want to be as close as possible. And I also want to take a few food items with me to deal with fatigue. I'm going to take the cooked food and the chocolate bar. Now I just need to kill some time. And lo and behold, a file. So let's go ahead and craft then. Okay, we need the tool handle first. It's gonna be a flimsy pickaxe. I need more materials in order to upgrade it. It's just I doubt I'm actually going to get lucky enough to continue upgrading it. Okay, roll call. We need to get down there. As soon as the lights go out, we are going to be making our daring escape. That's Warden Jim Sterling. But the reason why you need so much duct tape is if you want to upgrade your tools. It's used for every single upgrade out there, and we're out of it at the moment. I was just planning on using the shovel, but I'll take the pickaxe with me just in case. Pickaxe is used for busting through rocks when you tunnel, and that's where the RNG comes into play. So, roll call is finished. We now have a free period. I'm actually going to move the pickaxe over by the rest of my escape equipment just so I don't forget it. So, if you look, it's number 2 at digging, number 3 at chipping. If you want to look at the sturdy shovel, it's 5 out of 5 for digging, 2 out of 5 for chipping. Cooked food, they won't tell you how much that heals. And that's going to be 5 items. So, yeah. I do need an open space to pick up the dirt that we're going to generate, so that's the reason for that. And the waiting game. And if you're wondering, the stuff the prisoners say have no meaning at all, it's just randomly generated from a pool. So, don't really pay them any mind. And there are still some crafting recipes up there, but we don't need them. So, 11 PM, 2300 hours, we will make our escape. And we are going to come down this vent, go out that door, work our way around the yard, and I'll try, it's dinner time, so I probably won't actually get the opportunity to show you where we're going. You'll just have to wait and see. So close. And I'm just going to stick to the rest of the routine. One thing I can do, just to lighten the mood, I guess, is can I find a bar of soap real quick? Okay, this time I'm going to use the treadmill, if nothing else, to show you how it works. So you get the speed point whenever your distance reaches an even number. I don't really know if there's any significance to filling up the bar or not, but it's up to you if you want to do it. You can get up to somewhere around 28 before the fatigue finally overtakes you. And we do need to empty our fatigue when we make our escape, so we are going to be hitting the showers. So, 3, 2... Okay, if you're wondering why I got the bar of soap, it's simply so I could do, oops, I dropped the soap. And that's it. So our fatigue is melting away, and now we just need to wait a couple more hours game time and minutes your time. Thinking I probably shouldn't speed this up just for attention. Will I succeed? Will there actually be a part 3 instead of just a 2-part deal? So it's now 1900 hours free time. Actually, I can try to show you guys where I plan on going towards. So we are going to be carrying a lot of contraband with us. We have to avoid those detectors at all costs. But if you want to dig past a stone wall, you have to dig 2 squares out. If you want to dig past chain link, you only need 1. Now, you can take wire cutters to cut through this, you can dig under it, or you can just actually walk around it. And you don't even need to deal with this lock if you come out the door by the job office. This is the power generator. I have no idea what it actually does. I've tried tinkering with it and I've gotten no results whatsoever. There's a crafting note in there if you want it, but don't really need it. But our plan is hit the chain link fence, tunnel, and then hit the other side and approve our early release. No prison can contain the wrongly accused hero. Yet, but this is only early access. No telling what we'll find in the other prisons. You could also tunnel through this side, but guards pass by here a lot more often, so that's the drawback of using that side. And it's 2100. 2300 is when we make our move. Hopefully you guys are excited right now. If the wait hasn't bored you to sleep, that is. And one crafting thing I didn't show you, if you actually want to tunnel out, is you use 2 pieces of timber to make a wooden brace to support your tunnels. The way we're going is going to be much shorter and simpler, so we don't need any braces. 2200 hours. Wyatt and Walter getting searched, not us. Okay, 20 seconds remain. T-minus 15. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time for a jailbreak. Oh yeah, contraband pouch, it didn't degrade, but it's kinda glitchy. Sometimes it goes down to 1% if you go to sleep after making it. Okay, the vent is exposed. Now, the heat that we're generating actually isn't going to matter. Okay. Now we have to lock this behind us. And here we go. Time to dig. So with our sturdy shovel, it only takes 5 attempts to dig instead of 1,000,000 like it would with a plastic spoon. I would not recommend doing this with a spoon unless you're insane. Okay, we need to ditch the next piece of dirt. And if there is no rock here, we're free to go. If there is a rock, we have to smash it using our pickaxe. And I'm going to go ahead and eat some chocolate. And turns out I do not need the pickaxe. Well, the important thing is you guys know how to make it if you need it. And early release approved. Score 1000, average heat was 50% because I'm a bad apple, playtime 103 minutes, days taken 9. And just like that, that's how you break out of the early access prison in 2 parts, even though I was playing on 3. Maybe I'll catch you guys off guard. Anyway, that's the end of the early access, so I'm going to call it quits here. I'm the Hero of Light, thanks for watching, and goodbye.